This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords. In the last episode, we touched down on Dantooine and explored a bit of the place. Apparently this place is not doing too well, especially after what happened previously in Old Republic 1, where it got, spoilers, got destroyed by Revan and, or not Revan, sorry, by Malik and his ilk. Well, before we head to the temple, let's see if there's any more side quests we can get before we head out.
A lot of people here hate Jedi, but when they were here, they tried helping us. I don't blame them.
Well, I'm not Jedi, so there you go. At least not officially. I'm not part of the cult of the Jedi. Alright, we gotta find our, I guess, if we want to continue exploring this place, we need to find the head honcho here, so we can, we got a named character. Let's talk to them. Anyone with a name is important.
Your luck is not of the hapless settler. You are the newcomer that lands in a battered ship, yes.
Have you been stalking me?
Friendly greetings are here for you.
You have been stalking me. It's because I'm a lady, isn't it? Step up, yo. I mean, my ship isn't battered.
You act like I have insulted your man. Your ship I haven't seen. But if it takes after you, it can't be in perfect condition. I am done being inconvenienced by you.
Huh. Well, aren't you a lovely bundle of helpful?
You must not have heard who I am. Waste another's time, not mine. Someone less important.
Huh, aren't you part of the hoi polloi? And you look sickly too. So's your mom. Anyway, we gotta find the, I guess, I wouldn't say the governor, but we need to find a higher up. Nuts. What do you mean I can't just go walking into other people's private areas? Key card? Have they not heard of an RPG? You're supposed to allow me to collect my hero tax. Dang it. Alright. Nothing over here then. At least not without some private code or key card or whatever. Now where is the governor or I forgot who I don't think she's called a governor. I think she's like, well, we're just gonna say governor for all intents and purposes.
Don't cause
Militia.
any more trouble for Dantooine. We've had enough of it for a lifetime.
I haven't caused any trouble. Yet.
A visitor. Please, come in. Welcome to Kunda. I am Administrator Tarina Adari. You're the owner of the ship that just landed?
Yeah, does everyone else know that I've landed here? Does news travel faster than we do? I mean, I guess it is sci-fi, so there are probably multiple ways. They have communicators, right, in Star Wars? It's let's see, the ship is one of the fastest in the galaxy. Came in that ship, yes. What do you want to know? It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Valeria.
Depending on your business here, the pleasure may be mutual, but you didn't answer my question. Is that ship yours?
I think I give the game credit. That's a slightly different facial model from everyone else, so apparently she's very important. That ship is one of the fastest in the galaxy, because I'm a bit arrogant like that.
I meant no disrespect at all. It is in fact a remarkable vessel. And unless I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk. That vessel has been on Dantooine before, during the war. That was a Jedi vessel.
You must be mistaking. It must be... This is the Black Falcon. Yeah, that'll work. No. I prefer you keep that quiet. Jedi don't seem to be liked here. Don't tell me you want to collect the bounty. Get to the point. I prefer you keep that quiet. Jedi don't seem to be liked here or practically anywhere these days.
That is an unfortunate truth. And a wise request, which of course I will honor. Most settlers here hold bitter memories of the Sith occupation. Right or wrong, our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering. I remember the old Jedi Masters and the considerable help they lent to Dantooine. I still maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence.
Ah, well, we're playing a video game, so obviously it's not a coincidence. What do you mean by that? I'm looking for the Jedi. Can you tell me who you're talking about? The Force seems to have guided me here for a reason. Let's do the Force one. Why not? The Force seems to have guided you here for a reason.
Indeed, true coincidence seems very rare in the affairs of Jedi. But I should tell you, my friend, let's just call him Frook. We've known each other for many years, and our continued friendship could create many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago. He He was looking into something quite important. He's gone missing recently. Did he send for you in case something went wrong?
Vrook, huh? That sounds familiar. Let's see, he didn't send for me, but I'd like to meet him. Persuade Lai sent for me. He said you'd fill me on the situation when I arrived. Master Vrook? Okay, that is one of the masters. I've been Vrook, I'd very much like to see him. We're being light-sided, so let's not lie to the lady. So, I mean, I don't think that gives me dark side points, but you know, he did send for me, but I would like to meet with him.
Vrook and I had a mutually beneficial arrangement for several years. He went to the Jedi Enclave sublevel recently and hasn't returned. I know the sublevel is dangerous. I'm starting to fear the worst. Would you be willing to go to the ruins of the Enclave to look for him?
Yeah, we were going to go anyway, so why not? Exactly. I actually came here to search the Enclave ruins anyway. I could use some supplies to ward off the danger of the ruins, or credits. Huh. I wonder if we could ask for that. I mean, we could. I'm just... yeah, let's ask that. I could use some credits as supplies to ward off the dangers of the ruins, or credits.
From what I know of your type, you have all of the equipment you need to deal with the sublevel. I do realize the Jedi Order disbanded, so you must find credits yourself, however. The sublevel is dangerous enough that the salvagers have not managed to properly search it. There are many artifacts of value. Normally, I ask for a percentage of all salvage. In your case, however, you can take whatever you find without the customary tithe. I will have one of the militia transmit permissions to the Enclave security door. Go expecting danger, for you will most certainly find it there. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
No, thanks for not charging us for grabbing crap, I guess. Oh well. Yeah, well, it never hurts to ask, I guess. All you can get is an answer of some sort. What are the dangers of the sublevel?
Like many parts of Dantooine, the sublevel of the Enclave has become infested with dangerous creatures. Large, vicious insects called Lagrex have made the sublevel their home. Several salvagers have reportedly been injured or killed by the Lagrex. I would expect a Jedi to fare better against the creatures than the salvagers, but Vrook has not returned in some time. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Either Vrook is really, really old, or the Jedi from Old Republic are not as crazy as like the prequel Jedi in either in the Old Republic game or in the movies, so can't do all those flips and stuff, huh? Although I kind of like the idea of the Jedi being like just really good sword fighters, like in the first. I mean, I'll admit the original movies 4, 5, and 6 don't have any crazy good sword fights. Well, I mean maybe the 6th one, because there's the 5th one with Luke and Vader. I mean, it wasn't straight up fighting because he was like throwing crap at Luke half the time in that one. And I guess the 4th movie is probably the one with the weakest sword fighting because it's basically just Ben Kenobi and Vader just banging their lightsabers against each other. But I'm more of a fan of subtle sword fighting than all these crazy like flips and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not that against it. Did I ever ask her about the dangers?
Like many parts, several salvagers.
Okay, I did.
Is there
I don't know why I let you ask it again, but is there any work I can do here?
There are plenty of opportunities to assist people on Dantooine. Too many, I'm afraid. I would go to the militia headquarters and make your intentions known there. Besides that, just listen and ask around.
Well, I'm an RPG protagonist. I'm gonna bug people no matter what to find out about what they're doing. Do the people at Dantooine really hate the Jedi?
To most people in the galaxy, the distinction between Sith and Jedi is a blurry one, especially since most Sith were once Jedi. It is complicated by the fact that Malak and Revan were great heroes of the Republic and famed Jedi Knights. But a few years later, they were leading an armada which threatened everyone. And here on Dantooine, the Jedi Enclave provoked a brutal occupation by the Sith. It could have been far worse, but even now the damage has not been fully mended.
Huh. Can anything be done? Can anything be done about it?
I don't think everyone hates Jedi. If just a few people changed their minds or spoke up, it could make a great deal of difference. I think that we need the help of the Jedi. If the Jedi's reputation isn't redeemed, the consequences could be quite regrettable. Until then, I would keep your identity secret.
Everyone wants Jedi because we're epic. Yo. No. What can you tell me about the people at Dantooine?
Who do you want to know about? There are 3 groups of people on the planet right now. The settlers, salvagers, and the mercenaries.
Ooh, some Game of Thrones stuff gonna be happening here? Are we gonna deal with like, murdering of family members, poisoning people, red wedding anyone? I'd like to know about the settlers.
Dantooine is one of the younger worlds of the Republic. A couple of generations ago, this world was still untamed. We made great progress, in no small part due to the Jedi. But recently, we have been losing ground. During the war, the most prominent settler families either fled or were executed at sea. Losing their resources and the Jedi was too great a loss. But now we are organizing and starting to truly work together. Once we achieve that, I am confident that Dantooine can be safe and prosperous again.
You don't seem very convinced by that.
No, I suppose I'm not. We need the Republic and always have. We aren't self-sufficient yet and we need aid. The fate of the Telos project is intimately tied to our own. The most humanitarian elements of the Senate have put their careers at stake in the rebuilding of Telos. If those efforts succeed, their prominence will grow and further aid will be given freely. But if they fail, there are colder, more authoritative elements in the Senate that could come to power. They would think nothing of leaving the strategically unimportant worlds to their own devices. That would be a tragic day for Dantooine and many other worlds. The Republic is in flux. Its final shape is uncertain.
I guess it's kind of one of the main reasons why it's hard to have a unified country, because at some point it makes all of its citizens, for the most part, addicted to the government taking care of everything. So if it ever fails, almost no one knows how to take care of themselves except for a few pockets. Probably the same like my country, the United States. Although the way people are feeling now, a lot of people don't like our own government right now, me included. But if it ever got really crappy, you know, which of the states would actually survive without the help of the overarching hand of the government? Who knows? It's interesting. What are the salvagers doing in Dantooine?
They are a necessary inconvenience. Money has been a great concern to us, ever since the Sandrals and Matalays were removed during the Jedi Civil War. The agricultural exports we produce just cover basic maintenance. To expand and prosper, we needed credits. So we had to exploit a valuable resource we had. The ruins of the Jedi Enclave. It was not a decision lightly made, and even then we couldn't do the work ourselves. Too dangerous, and every settler matters on our small world. So we opened the door to enterprising salvagers. The salvagers you see now are the last remnants of that force. The tithe we took from their claims sustains what semblance of government you see now.
So instead of having your own get hurt, let greedy SOBs get taken out of the way. I like the way you think, lady. What are going to happen to do when the ruins are empty?
We plan on using those credits to improve production and protect our world. We have enough to sustain ourselves until more prosperous times.
Are Ed and Kratos never going to say anything about what we're doing? I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm not choosing the right decisions to get interactions, or maybe it's maybe it's less than I actually remember. Because I can always swear that if you bring in certain characters, they converse more than others. But I mean, it's not like they need to chime in here. I'm just making a note of it. And you coexist happily with them?
We tolerate their presence because we must, and they generally follow our laws. But their time is almost over. The Jedi Enclave's sublevel is the only place left with reasonable salvage. And it has too many dangers for them. The salvagers aren't warriors. Generally, they are out-of-work miners or cast-offs from other worlds.
Well, what about the mercenaries?
Mercenaries have been a problem for Dantooine since the end of the Mandalorian Wars. When the Jedi Enclave was here, they were firmly kept in check. But now, relations are uneasy between us. Their leader, Azkul, was a Sith trooper during the war, and I have no doubt he was very good at his job. Until they find work, tensions will grow. If you want to know more, I suggest you talk with Barun in the militia headquarters. He would have more details.
Sounds like the militia headquarters is going to be our next stop, because apparently they've got all the information. Let's ask her about something else, see if there's anything else to talk about. Any work? Nope, I guess we're done. Alright. Now we can go to our main objective if we truly don't want to do anything else in this place. But let's keep looking around, see if oh, hello. I guess that didn't take very long to get to.
What brings you to Kunda? Do you have any troubles to report? I'm here to help. I just hope you aren't here about Garavek.
Well, we've already talked to him. He can go suck an egg for all I care. Who are you?
Well, call me a defective protocol droid. Manners, right. I'm Barun Modril. I'm Captain Zeron's right-hand man. I help run the militia here. Well, that makes it sound more important than I am. Zeron takes a hands-on role in running the militia. If you have any real trouble, you'd have to go to him anyway.
Huh. So you're kind of worthless? Be gone from me! No. Isn't being hands-on a good thing? It sounds like you don't approve of him. Nobody likes their boss hanging over their shoulder. Isn't being hands-on a good thing?
This is sensitive. It's not really a secret, though. A lot of people are upset with Zeron. He's a hard man and doesn't answer to anybody. Except, I suppose, the administrator. The thing is, he expects everyone to follow all the laws. That's not normally a bad thing, but the mercenaries are used to having a bit more freedom. So, it's like Zeron keeps prodding a rancor with a stun stick. To a rancor, it's just a minor nuisance. But if you keep at it, he's gonna fight back. The mercenaries aren't unreasonable. They're mostly just war veterans looking for work. But Zeron just keeps poking them. So he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. Otherwise, we'd probably give the mercenaries some room.
Don't let the mercenaries have some room. Well, I mean, depending on what type they are they give an inch, get a mile type of thing, or whatever? Yeah, well, exactly. Some people, if you give them a little room, they take a lot more.
Dantooine has had mercenaries on it for years. I've talked with some, and they're not unreasonable. There's got to be some sort of compromise we can both live with.
Yeah, probably. I mean, can't bargain with the Rancor, exactly. Most people seem to think mercenaries are up to something. I hear they've been making a lot of mercenaries recently, maybe even murder. Can't bargain with the Rancor.
Using my own analogy against me, the mercenaries aren't rancors. They're people, like you and me. But if you keep provoking them, it's just dangerous. I think we should be working on getting along. It's hard to follow orders that have you make things worse.
Let's see. Yeah, we could. There probably aren't as easy as you think. I don't think we're going to agree on this. That attitude is dangerous. When you're outnumbered in a hostile world, you've got to stay a team.
That's a good way of looking at it. I may not agree with the captain, but I guess I should make everyone fall in line. I still worry that he may provoke the mercenaries into something more dangerous. But I suppose he may know something I don't. Thanks.
Well, hopefully we haven't forced a bad situation, but hey, we gotta use our persuade skill somewhere. Seems like Dantooine has had a lot of trouble.
I don't even want to get into it. Ask around if you want to know the details. It'll just make my headache worse if I talk about it. I don't know what we'd do without Administrator Adare. She managed to plow through a lot of the family bickering once the Sith left during the war. She's kept us together. Oh, and Zeron too, I suppose.
Well, you gotta, even if you don't like them, if they help, you know, if they help out, you gotta at least give them some credit. I might cause some trouble of my own, actually. Nice. It sounds like you don't approve of Zeron.
This is...
Oh,
the thing
right,
is,
we already
he
did
expects
that.
So it's like Zeron, the mercenaries.
Yeah,
so he has to get...
I don't know why I asked that. See, yeah, we could go about it another way. As administrator talked to him.
Maybe. It's hard to say. They meet a lot, but it seems to me they let each other alone for the most part. I'm sure there's a lot going on with the militia that the administrator doesn't even know about. It's tricky. You see, I think Zeron may be taking this whole thing a little personal. I'm not sure. Just a guess. I also think he's doing more to provoke them than just investigating every complaint against them hard. He's up to something. If someone could just ask a few questions, turn up some answers, maybe see if Zeron isn't being completely honest with the rest of us, well then maybe he should be replaced.
Well, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, let's, is there any chance I could get a reward if I look into this? What makes you suspicious?
Just a lot of little things don't add up. It could just be a surprise party, but I think Zeron takes this problem very personal. So if you happen to find something out like that, you should see Administrator Adare. If you have to do some footwork to check into things, you'll be compensated. We should probably talk about something else. I hate going behind the captain's back. I just feel... I just have a feeling about it.
If you have a feeling about it, it's probably true. That seems to be how it always is. I've got a few questions. Oh wait, did we ask him?
I don't know what.
Yeah, we did. Okay. Got a few. Yeah, let's ask him about the settlement.
I'll tell you anything that's public knowledge. Most militia news passes by me and Zeron. I might be able to help.
I wonder if you knew anything about Suluru's problem.
Oh, you heard about that. We have so much to look into that Suluru's concern is pretty low on our list. We asked the salvagers, but they claim that the salvager responsible is nowhere to be found.
That's the guy who got sold the extra part and it broke and all that other fun stuff. I heard rumors there's a Jedi around here.
I've heard that rumor too. People get really riled up about Jedi around here. Some people seem to have a selective memory. During the war, the Jedi were a big help here. They did everything for us, from clearing out dangerous beasts to solving a murder investigation. I try to stay out of it though. Standing up for Jedi is one way to become unpopular around here.
I guess it goes to show that human beings are very emotional creatures, easy to forget if your emotions run higher than you expect. You know, remembering the bad and forgetting the good because it's assumed that that's always the case. Do you know if the rumor is true?
Maybe. Although I don't know why a Jedi would come back here. The only reason why people ever came here before was the Enclave. And with that gone...
Doing what's right isn't always popular.
Easy to say for someone that doesn't live here. I'd rather grab an unshielded power coupling than get involved in that debate. The militia's dealing with enough already.
If good men say nothing, then the dark side triumphs.
You're not wrong there. For what good it'll do if it comes up, I'll say what I think is right. You happy? I hope so. You may be my only friend in a few days. Talking about Jedi is just depressing these days. Any other cheerful problems you want to talk about?
Hey, you got into a very bad job if that's what you're
I'm here.
worried about. I don't think... Okay, we're done.
All right. Stay out of trouble now.
Well, now we got a journal added. If we find any information about the leader of the militia, we'll let the good administrator know about it. Hello. Greetings, fellow sentient. I know, so you're not heavily armed, or at least not heavily armed enough. Please allow myself to introduce myself. I'm Adam, a simple merchant with a noble purpose. The settlers and other fine humans of Dantooine have been plagued by war, Cathhounds, Kinrath, mercenaries, and other fearsome trouble of late. It is much too sad to see those things happen to such humans. Therefore, my mission is clear. What's your mission? To overcome their troubles, they must be able to defend themselves. Therefore, I offer the highest of quality weapons at the lowest of low prices for them. I am here offering you much in the way of weaponry at low prices. How can any sentient pass up such a bargain? They cannot! Weaponry is a weaponry I have. What is it you would like from me these days? What wacky waving inflatable and man, or however it is. I can't say it. But wacky waving, wonderful waving man? I don't know, whatever. Can I ask you some questions? I shall endeavor to be of service to whatever endeavor you are on. What it is you wish to ask? How long have you been here? I started my business here during the Jedi Civil War. I worked hard on my missions by helping the hardy settlers here, but things got bad for the humans here. A Sith invaded and killed lots of Jedi. Settlers were arrested and executed. Fortunately, I was spared, but many important sentients were not. After the war, I stayed and helped the administrator and the militia by providing quality weapons at low prices. As thanks, they gave me this fine office. But my mission is not done. Too many Cathhounds, Kinrath, and other troubles. More arms are needed to make things safe. I think I remember that guy, although I don't know if he had the same name or not, because, you know, they use a lot of the same models. What do you know about the mercenaries? They're looking for work, and they got restless. If they get too restless, they're dangerous. It is best to be well armed. Nice banter. You try the same line on everyone? If you have something that works, why change it, I ask? Well, I guess that's true. Why are there so many Kinrath and Cathhounds around? Because brave humans do not buy enough of my weapons. But even with my good weapons, I fear there are not enough sentients to use them. Wild Cathhounds have been a problem for many years, but the Kinrath have been borrowing and making life difficult only recently. I sold some of my finest explosives to Zeron to blow up their caves and tunnels, but they made way more tunnels and more ways out. But traveling outside, always carry weapons. It's very dangerous out there. Man, think about if an actual gun like owner would talk like that. That'd be crazy. I'd like to see what you have to say. Yes, here is the best you can find anywhere in this world. Let's see, anything. That's not bad. Mandalorian suit. Chani battle armor. That'd be good for. Actually, that'd be pretty good for BioWare. Oh wait, does he have heavy armor? Actually, I don't think he does. Never mind, that wouldn't work with it. Let's see. A Trandoshan sword. Those are the lizard fighter folks. Yeah, nothing I really. Oh, you already got Gamorrean Axe. There's a Barak Vibro Braid. That's not too bad either. Maybe you get weapon finesse if you equipped it. That's where you use your dex to have strength. Although that doesn't really help for me. I need to find a customizable double blade for my character. Although I haven't leveled her up enough to really be able to use it properly anyway. But Rick blade, that can be upgraded. That's not bad. Although usually I just save my money for a rainy day. Usually I don't buy a lot. Ooh, Force Smash. What does that do? +4 to will, -4 charisma, -4 wisdom, and +60 in force resist. Wow, it's pretty good against force users. Let's see. Oh, dexterity. Already got one of those. That wouldn't be bad. Got a lot of options here, but I'll save my money for later. We'll look into those at a later date, finding any buffs and all that. That's private. Don't enter. Okay. Let's see. Is Zeron around here? Oh, he's probably in that room there. Let's check over here. Nope. Need a key card. Probably steal it from someone or give it to him by someone. Regular militia. Hello, Zeron.
I'm the militia captain here. Are you here because you're in trouble or looking for it?
Sorry, I scratched the mic and... What, are you being voiced by like Clint Eastwood or something? Are you here to trouble or are you looking for it? I've had a spot of trouble, yes, neither one. I prefer call it a challenge, not trouble. I can't seem to avoid getting into trouble. I'm looking for it for the proper price. I've had a spot of trouble, yes.
Talk to Baroon first. If your situation needs militia involvement, he'll send you my way. You got any other reason for coming to militia headquarters?
Just exploring again to know people.
There are better places to explore and better people to know. I'm sure you have your reasons, though. I'm sure you got questions of your own. And if you're interested, I might have some work for you. You want something?
With a voice like that, I clearly trust you in all inexplicable ways. What sort of work do you... Perrin asked me to investigate you. Let's just let the cat out of the bag, shall we? What's Garavik's connection to the militia?
Some of the salvagers went deep into the ruins and found a lot of Jedi relics. It's the most valuable haul the salvagers ever got. But all the salvagers that went down there are dead. So it seems every day or so some salvager comes claiming they're owed by such and such, or that they're related. The whole thing makes me sick. Garavik says he won the whole claim in a Pazak game with the last survivor, right before he killed him. But that was a fair fight. There were witnesses, but nobody remembers Garavik ever playing Pazak. I just hope someone takes this blasted claim off my hands. I'm tired of those lowlives pestering me. We've got real work to do. You want something?
Ooh, I should take it off their hands if I was a selfish Jedi. What sort of work do you have?
I've seen a lot of visitors come through Kunda. You're the first one in a while that looks the capable sort. We have a small problem with Kinrath. Maybe you've already seen some of them. They're coming from a cave in the Kunda Plains. I'd take care of it myself, but there aren't many people in the militia. We'd lose too many men. There's a reward if you do it.
Murdering the local flora and fauna? I'm up for that. Why is this place so overrun with Kinrath?
Kinrath are normally just pests. We think something happened to their nest. It started near the end of the Civil War. Nobody knows for sure. Even the Ithorian. And they're smart about such things.
How dangerous is it?
Very. The Kinrath you see on the plains aren't as tough as the ones inside the caves. They may not look much different, but they are tough.
They are tough son of boo. What do you know about the caves?
We used some explosives to seal the cave a couple years back. Just made them angrier. They burrowed another entrance even closer to us. I know there are crystals in there too. Some of the salvagers once thought about going in there to get some extra credits. Too many Kinrath though. Cave is on the southeast side of the plains. Shouldn't be hard to find.
I might check it out while we're on our way there. How much is the reward?
2,000 credits.
That's pretty good. We need a lot of credits. I had to pay that one guy about that robot or about his droid a while back, so I need to make up for that. So few settlers' lives are much more important than credits.
I agree with you, but I don't
Nuts.
barter. I got more important things to do.
Either at a really low score or it fails no matter what, but either way, alright, I'll see what I can do.
That's all I can ask. You want something?
Let's see. We're not gonna rat him out yet. Anyway, can I ask you about general questions?
You really should talk to Baroon about general questions.
But we really want to talk to you. How's the militia doing?
There aren't more than a dozen of us, and there's too many problems. People keep hoping that the Republic sends help. We gotta help ourselves.
What do you know about the Administrator?
She's smart. She gets things done. The whole place would fall apart without her. Dantooine isn't the center of much anything. The most talented people sometimes leave. Hard for someone to stay a farmer when they have the itch to do something greater. So we're lucky the Administrator never went elsewhere. I bet she'd make a decent senator even.
Don't let her know about that, right? Could you tell me about Kunda?
It's our home. Might be the start of an honest capital someday. Right now, it's not much more than a swoop bike stop.
Oh, and what do you feel about the mercenaries? The important question.
I don't have anything to say about that.
Are you sure? No, I think we were asking about the militia, didn't we?
There aren't.
Oh, no, yeah, I already asked them that one. Alright, we'll leave you alone. Well, that didn't really tell us much other than he didn't want to talk about, which is obviously important to him. Alright, well, we've talked to most of the administration. Can't get anywhere else here. So it's time to explore the outsides of the Kunda settlement. Maybe finish some jobs for some people. Maybe find the Jedi. But we'll find out all that and more next time on the next episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time. And may the Force be with you.